She thought you'd flinch. She thought you'd stumble. She thought you'd spiral. But what she never expected was your silence. Not a word, not a plea, no breakdown, just distance. Cold, calm, clean distance. And it cut deeper than anything you could have said, because in that stillness, you became untouchable, unbothered, godlike. This is what hurts a woman the most, when she doesn't value you. Not your anger, not your sadness, but your indifference. Let's break this down. Why does silence break her more than confrontation? Why does your detachment echo louder than your presence ever did? Let's go Stoic. Part 1. She's not pulling away. She's testing your identity. Most men see her silence and think it's the end. But the truth? It's the beginning of your test. She starts replying slower. She becomes distant. She starts being busy. And what does the average man do? He starts performing. He over-explains. He chases. He pleads. He thinks. Maybe I need to show her more love. Maybe I didn't do enough. Wrong. She's not looking for your effort. She's looking for your edge. Every delay, every distant text, every missed call, it's a mirror. It reflects who you are when her attention isn't feeding you. And most men crumble. But the Stoic man, he remains still, calm, observing, because he knows, I am not my circumstances. He knows what Epictetus taught centuries ago, that the power lies not in what happens, but in how you respond. She pulls away. You don't chase. You evaluate. You don't beg. You breathe. That's the first fracture. The moment you show you don't need her validation to maintain your identity, something inside her starts to shift. Part 2. Your absence is a weapon, not a war, but of worth. She thought you'd make noise, but what hit her the hardest was the silence. You didn't beg for a second chance. You didn't write paragraphs about how you feel. You didn't even lash out. You disappeared. No drama, no revenge, just gone. And now, her mind becomes her prison. Did he ever care? Why isn't he fighting for me? Was I not enough? Those thoughts aren't just questions. They're daggers. Because women don't fear your hate. They fear your indifference. Detachment isn't cold. It's controlled. And this is ancient. It's the core of Stoicism. You don't walk away in rage. You walk away in power. Because your identity is not tied to her affection. Your stability doesn't rise and fall with her mood. She wanted reaction. She expected drama. You gave her nothing. And in that vacuum, she begins to spiral. Part 3. Pain is a training ground. You see, most men avoid pain. They run from the ache of being undervalued. They seek closure, attention, validation. But the Stoic sees pain differently. Marcus Aurelius said, what stands in the way becomes the way. Your rejection, it's not the end. It's the path. Your suffering, it's not your weakness. It's your sharpening. Every time she ignores you, every time she withdraws affection, every time she treats you as an option, that's training. That's your emotional gem. And the man who embraces it becomes untouchable. You no longer see her disinterest as personal. You see it as a signal to evolve, to detach, to rise. You are not being punished. You are being prepared. The pain she caused you, that was the fuel. Now you walk, not to win her back, but to win yourself. Part 4. The power she can't explain. Emotional discipline. Women don't fall in love with availability. They fall for mystery. They don't obsess over the man who chases. They crave the man who can vanish without needing to be noticed. Why? Because emotional self-control is rare. Epictetus said it best. No man is free who is not master of himself. Most men are owned by their reactions. You show her everything. She controls your highs, your lows, your world. But when you take that back, when you master your inner world and show no reaction, everything changes. Suddenly, she's wondering, where did he go? Why isn't he calling? Who has his attention now? Your emotional silence becomes her mental chaos because her biology starts searching. She doesn't feel pursued. She feels replaced. And even if no one took her place, she can't be sure. And the uncertainty? That's the fire. Part 5. She feels what you withhold. This isn't just philosophy, it's primal psychology. Every woman has an ancient radar system, one that senses your status, your confidence, your value. It doesn't care about your looks or your income. It watches how you react to loss. When you're too available, too reactive, too emotional, you fail the test. But when you withhold, when you become still, distant, unmoved, that radar lights up. Why doesn't he need me? Why is he okay without me? Who is getting what I took for granted? Her instincts go wild. And now jealousy isn't something you create. It's something she creates in herself. Because women don't chase the man who needs them. They chase the man who doesn't flinch when they leave. Part 6. Stoicism is not revenge. It's self-reclamation. Let's be clear. You don't do this to hurt her. This is not manipulation. This is transformation. You don't walk away to make her suffer. You walk away because her confusion is no longer your home. Marcus Aurelius didn't grovel for love. Seneca didn't plead for attention. Epictetus didn't explain his worth. They stood still in the storm. Calm, anchored. That's your job now. You're not broken. You're not abandoned. You're waking up. Her rejection? That's her limit, not yours. Your silence is revenge. It's the highest form of self-respect. She didn't leave a man. She lost access to king. And you owe her no explanation. Part 7. Your silence rewrites her memory. Here's the twist. She won't remember what you said. She'll forget every fight, every paragraph, every apology. But she'll never forget your silence. She'll remember the day you stopped responding. She'll feel the chill of being locked out of your world. She'll remember watching your story, seeing you evolve, seeing you glow, and wondering, how is he doing better without me? She'll post subtle quotes. She'll mention growth and healing. She might even reach out, but you're no longer there because silence didn't just cut her, it elevated you. And now she can't touch you, not because you're cruel, but because you become untouchable. Part 8. The dopamine crash, science behind her obsession. Let's talk brain chemistry. She was used to your energy, your attention, your validation. That became her dopamine. Then nothing. No texts, no calls, no reactions, just absence. And now her brain is starving. That dopamine crash hits hard. Every time she checks her phone and finds nothing, withdrawal. Every time she sees you happy without her, shock. And here's the truth. It's not punishment. It's reality. She took for granted what she thought she owned. And now that it's gone, her brain rewires. You're no longer predictable, available man. You're the mystery again. And mystery? That's addictive. Part 9, point of no return, access denied. Eventually, she'll reach out. It might be casual. A like on your photo. A how have you been? Text. A nostalgic memory she wants to share. And in that moment, your reaction defines everything. You don't lash out. You don't play games. You remain calm, unmoved, because you're no longer seeking connection. You're protecting peace. She doesn't get access to the man she undervalued. That version of you no longer exists. And now she knows it. You didn't become bitter. You became better. That's the point of no return. Part 10. Walk like a stoic god among mortals. Pain made you. Silence refined you. Discipline sculpted you. And now you walk, not for revenge, not to be chased, not to be admired, but because anything less than self-respect is beneath you. You no longer explain yourself. You no longer chase what confuses you. You no longer beg to be seen. You are seen by yourself. And that's enough. Because the stoic man doesn't seek validation. He radiates value. She'll remember you, not for your words, but for your absence. Not for your anger, but for your indifference. Not because you fought for her, but because you never needed to. So walk, calmly, quietly, powerfully, because the man who disappears without explanation becomes unforgettable. This is what truly hurts a woman when she didn't value you. Not your pain, not your fight, but your decision to walk away with peace. So stop chasing noise. Choose silence. Live the Stoic code. And if this hits something deep inside you, leave a comment below. I choose silence over chaos. Like the video if you've ever walked away and leveled up. Share this with a man who forgot his worth. And subscribe for more Stoic wisdom and masculine power. Because in a world of noise, the Stoic man's silence is godlike.